Before the periodic table, before modern labs and microscopes, there was a man mixing metals, distilling liquids, and recording formulas over 200 years ago. Some called him a magician, others a genius. But today we call him the father of chemistry, Jabir ibn Hayyan. Jabir ibn Hayyan, also known in Latin as Geber, was born around 721 CE in Tus, Persia, and later worked in Kufa, Iraq. He lived under the Abbasid Caliphate and was closely connected to Barmakid scholars and possibly Jafar al-Sadiq, a key figure in Islamic intellectual history. He was a polymath, working in alchemy, medicine, philosophy, astronomy, and mathematics. But he's most famous for what we now call chemistry. Jabir didn't just dream up alchemical theories. He built the foundation for real experimentation. He introduced distillation techniques like alembic distillers, use of sulfuric acid, nitric acid, and aqua regia, isolation and crystallization of chemicals from minerals, the classification of substances as animal, vegetable, or mineral, the first scientific use of weight and measurement in chemistry. His experiments weren't always accurate, but they were structured. They represented a shift from symbolic speculation to hands-on science. Jabir practiced alchemy, but he wasn't a charlatan. He used empirical methods, blending mystical philosophy with rational testing. He believed that metals could be purified, transformed, and even created under the right conditions, laying the groundwork for ideas like chemical reactions. He wrote over 3,000 works, though many are falsely attributed, and his treatises introduced laboratory technique, chemical terminology, and the scientific mindset. In the 12th century, his work was translated into Latin as Corpus Geber and became the backbone of European alchemical study for centuries. Even the term gibberish may come from misunderstood Jabirian texts full of coded language meant to protect knowledge from misuse. But beneath the metaphors was real science that influenced Roger Bacon, Albertus Magnus, and even Lavoisier. Today, we view Jabir not as a mad alchemist, but as a transitional figure, the bridge between mysticism and method. He introduced quantification, experimentation, and the idea that chemicals behave predictably, principles that underlie modern chemistry. His spirit lives on in every lab that follows the formula: observe, test, record, repeat. Jabir ibn Hayyan's work was part science, part philosophy, part poetry. He wasn't afraid to ask wild questions, and then test them with real fire, real glass, real reactions. He taught us that transformation isn't just about metals, it's about ideas evolving through time. Like, subscribe, and let us know in the comments.